Greetings, my friends. It's day 78, and I've been clearly miscounting all the days now before, but I'm back on track with the right way of counting. And I don't know, I'm on this real crossroad. I mean, I'm kind of like I'm watching the world around me disintegrate on so many levels. I mean, here in London, it's now crazy, like obviously crazy. I mean, everywhere, more rules, more protocols, more bullshit, like that descends by the second on the already kind of like fear-based mindset that I see everywhere in operation. And number one, of course, is the survival programming, the lack mentality. There's never enough. You have to sell, like, you know, basically your time and labor and, you know, and energy to even generate a living so you can exist on your home planet, which in itself is more crazy than anything I have ever heard. I mean, you know, look, I mean, really, like it takes a whole enslaved humanity that is steeped in this lack mentality to generate an elite that now everyone complains about. You know, it really, like, you know, they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And I'm sitting on this solution. I really realize what I've actually created, or I shall say downloaded from the realm of the universal perspective of solutions that seem to be all around us. And I think I have worked this whole concept, the Arthouse, Solaris, Playground Earth, is ultimately tapping into, first of all, that it's the product of a group energy. I feel like, you know, I have just really literally incarnated in the front line of this consciousness that said, okay, we have studied now enough the misery. Let's get on with what we can actually do. So out came this container solution. It's a structural container solution that is completely comprised of universal building blocks that work everywhere on this entire planet. I swear to God, they work everywhere. And there's a lot of metaphysical kind of new paradigm thinking, consciousness, I shall say, not thinking, but consciousness woven into it. Like, it's really rooted in this understanding that we are the creators of everything. It's not about, oh, you know, you are creative, therefore please, like, you know, take a paintbrush and do your occasional drawing and prove to yourself that you have a right brain. No. It's literally like every aspect of your life on all levels, down to the fact, you know, if you have created health or illness in your life, like is a result of our innate creativity that we interfacing like all the time, 24/7, with a field that is all around us, that is within us, and there is no way around, you know, changing this world for the better unless we accept that level of creatorship. And I'm thinking now, I mean, obviously, I really have an issue of like approaching Russell Brand because of this celebrity stuff, and this is not something that I'm saying lightheartedly. I mean, you know, his his level of engagement with the mainstream media is scary for me. It's really it's touching into my oldest, most ancient fears, and there's much stuff that is tied into that I don't even feel I want to talk about now. But is so. I keep putting this off, even though I know now where he's living, and I could just even hang out in this street, and I would, like, with all the magical powers that I'm calling forth now to be of service to me, I could, like, really probably just bump into him. But there's another avenue has opened up. Like, there's this social enterprise that invests in people like myself. And I could approach them. They have obviously started their whole, investing in social enterprises with a starting capital of like £50 million, I was told. And they are not outcome based. So you don't have to comprise your vision. You can just approach them, which is what I will be doing. But even if for me, it's all about how much do I actually want this? Because everything that is holding me back is old paradigm that is as much in me as it is in everybody else. And I would need to start speaking and reaching out. And this has been frightening me more than anything else, because a lot of like my stuff, I feel a lot of the ideas that I'm having I mean, this is obviously like a bit like a programmed child mindset speaking, but coming back from Germany, I realized how I was literally punished for anything, for everything. I mean, like, like everything so-called, independent and individual, challenging the shadow of the people around me was being punished on all levels, and that I'm still operating from this mindset as if I can be touched on that level. That obviously, I mean, like, I can hold, if someone says like, I feel like, your ideas are just like a whole bunch of bullshit, but I feel I have like, deeper seated fears that really are about I'm gonna be taken out, which I think is a very prominent fear, that obviously a lot of people are holding, like, just looking at like, this whole Jesus myth and the way how this is like kind of put forward, you're going to be crucified, for basically being someone who is out in the public doing good and challenging the establishment. This is where you end up, on the fucking cross, nailed, and yeah, so this kind of like, bollocks. I think this is like, is a big one to clear out. And I'm working on clearing it out, but I'm not working with having everything being brought behind, because the parts of me that believe in this kind of shit are really. And this kind of shit is obviously undermining what I just said before, that we are the creator of everything, which is, correct, because if I'm believing stuff like that, I might be likely to attract it. So, bingo. So I've always had this thing of like, I have to clear out this sort of paranoia, which is rooted in a deep unconscious belief, core belief that a lot of people on this earth are holding. And I have to clear this out before I'm going to actually hit the public. And yeah, I'm on it, but I'm also watching my desire to be perfect and invincible before stepping out and being a bit vulnerable in doing so. That was, that was it for today. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.